Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video I thought I'd make a quick morning video and show you guys my off-season morning routine. Now as you guys can see, the birds are pretty active, which is a good sign. So I just opened up the lofts, and every morning what I would do first is I will actually investigate the ground. So I will actually look at the droppings. Now what I'm seeing this morning, the droppings looks, at this stage it doesn't look bad, and as you guys can see by the way the birds act, they are very active. I think they can't wait for me to open them up, so that's always a good sign. And that is what I do second, is I look at how the birds react when I open the loft. And what I'm seeing this morning makes me very happy. You guys can see the birds are very active. I always check if I see one that looks a little out of place, so one that's a little puffed up or one that just doesn't look good. And this morning I'm not seeing anything like that, so that will be a very good sign. I'm gonna open them up, and then this is also then very important to see how they react when I open them up. So the faster they come out, the better. So let's see. Okay, so there they go. So looking good so far. Look at this end. She wants to go outside the door. I don't allow them to go outside the door, and the reason for that is I have two youngsters, the two linebreds, and I don't want to learn them to go outside the door, because then they want to come inside the door and they must come inside the trap. So yes, now I'm gonna leave them outside. Usually I leave them outside for an hour, because that's the time I train them in the racing season. I usually train them an hour in the morning and sometimes an hour in the afternoon. All depends. Look at that one, straight out, that all then also, there they go. Okay, so still a bunch in the loft. I'm not going to chase them out, it's off season, so they can decide if they want to go outside or not. Just show you guys the majority of the birds. Actually most of the birds inside the loft is actually old birds, and the reason for that is because old birds are lazy. You guys can see another red ring, there's another one. Obviously that hen who's on eggs, she will not leave her nest. Red ring, red ring. That bird over there, which only has a green marking ring, also an old bird, and then that's obviously my two linebreds. Okay, so they're gonna spend an hour outside. These ones will make their way outside, I believe. As I said, majority of them are old birds. So after an hour I'm gonna call them in, and then I'll show you guys how easy it is to actually trap birds if they just have good discipline. So see you guys in an hour. Okay guys, so it's almost feeding time, and as you guys can see, the birds are ready. Most of them are actually on the landing board already, but because I have youngsters, I'm going to quickly close the trap, and as you guys can see, they are storming in. I don't even have to feed with me. And what I want to do now is I want to teach the new young birds, the two which are weaned, I want to just teach them how to use the trap. So I'm gonna take the young bird. As you guys can see, the other one is actually pretty clever. He goes outside the loft and does all those things. This one is a little dumb, the grizzle, and this is my character, which which decides he doesn't like the camera. So I'm quickly gonna pick this one up, and of course he has learned how to fly, but that's a pretty good sign. He's flying on the landing board. So there they go. So now I'm just gonna chase that one in. Only a few young birds. Wow, that other one actually just went inside a trap. So that bird is actually very clever. As you guys can see, ice. So let me go grab the feed. As you see, I actually left the door open, and look, the majority of the birds are already inside the loft. So let me quickly go get the feed, and then we can feed them. Okay, as you guys can see, they are very hungry, and don't let them fool you. My birds get feed twice a day, and they will always act like this no matter how much you feed them. Pigeons are actually pretty clever animals, and they know if they act like they are super hungry, you will sometimes give them extra feed. But this was actually a mistake I made last year, and I'm not gonna make that mistake again. So you guys can see some of them finishing. This bird always finishes first, and this is actually a pretty good sign, because good birds actually does that. And as you guys know by my previous videos, this was actually one of my best birds. My two line breeds actually did pretty good. This one obviously trapping very good without me even showing him. So he picked it up from the old birds, and then the little grizzle over there also did pretty good. So you guys can see Ice still searching for feed. Let me feel his crop, feel the young bird's crop. But yes guys, that was my morning routine. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.